Welcome back. Welcome back. Math is easy, step by step. In this part 55 video, I'm going to continue to find the discount price from the prior video in the stop and pause option. And so this is kind of stop and pause part B. We found the discount of $19,293.73. Now we're going to follow step 2 and subtract that discount amount from the original cost to find the discounted value. And we'll use the discounted value to find the tax. And then add the discounted value with the tax to find our total cost. So let's just jump right on in here to it. So again, the discount we found, $19,293.75. We're going to, step 2 is to subtract the discount from the original cost like you see here. $55,125 minus the discount amount that we had found in the prior part 54 video. So I'm going to go step by step and subtract this amount manually so you can see how to do this if you are not allowed a calculator to get her done. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to do was to show my invisible decimal and the 2 zeros to the right. Now, if I was adding, I wouldn't have to do that, right? Because 7 plus 0 is 7, 5 plus 0 is 5. But I'm subtracting. I'm going to subtract that discount from the original cost, right? And I need to find a way to take 5 away from 0. Oh, or 7 away from 0, right? So what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to borrow from the 5, which will become a 4. That'll create a 10 over here. I'll have to borrow from the 10, which will become a 9. And then that will make this 0 10. Then I can subtract 5 and 7 and 3. And let's take a look. What does that look like? Okay, so you can see here, I borrowed from the 5, which becomes a 4. The one I borrowed from the 5 was going to turn this 0 into a 10. I had to borrow from the 10, which turns it into a 9, in order for this 0 to become a 10. Okay, so I hope you followed that. Now I can subtract 5 from 10. I can subtract 7 from 9. I can subtract 3 from 4. Let's get her done. Okay, so you can see here, 10 minus 5 is 5. 9 minus 7 is 2. We line up our decimals when we add and subtract, so we put down that decimal right there. We have the 4 minus 3 is 1. Now, whoa, wait a second. Can I subtract 9 from 2? No. Can I subtract 2 from 1? No. Can I subtract 9 from 5? No. So I'll have to borrow from the 5, right? It'll turn it into a 4. That'll make this 15. I have to borrow from the 15, which turns it into a 14 and makes this 1 an 11. And finally, I have to borrow from the 11, which turns it into a 10 and makes that 2 a 12. Let's take a look at that. Then I can subtract all the values. Okay, so I wanted you to see this before I went any further with any more subtracting of the values. So I borrowed from the 5, it became a 4. Okay, I borrowed from the 5, it became a 4. That means this 5 became a 1 and a 5, a 15. But I had to borrow again from the 15, which turns it into a 14, and turn that 1 into an 11. Right? I had to borrow from 1 from the 11, which turns it into a 10, and makes that 2. Borrowed 1 from the 11, that turns that 2 into a 12. So now I can start subtracting my values. 12 minus 9, 10 minus 2, 14 minus 9, and 4 minus 1. Let's check it out. Okay, so let's take a look here. 12 minus 9 is 3. 10 minus 2 is 8. 14 minus 9 is 5. 4 minus 1 is 3. And another way to check this out is, what's 3 plus 1? It's 4. What's 9 plus 3? It's 12. What's 2 plus 8 is 10. What's 9 plus 5 is 14. And what is 1 plus 3? It's 4. That's a good way to kind of check your answers if you're doing this manually and you don't have a calculator. All right, so as you can see here, the new car value after the discount was taken from the original price is $35,831.25. What are you going to do with this particular value if the tax is 7.75%? All right, so here we have our new car value after the discount. That's $35,831.25. We have the tax amount, right? 7.75%. What are you going to do with this percentage? And how are you going to find the tax of the amount here, $35,831.25? All right, so we're going to perform step 3. Find the tax amount. That's the markup. We always add a markup, right? So 7.75% of $35,831.25, right? Of means multiply. And we want to take that percentage and turn it into a decimal by moving the decimal 2 times to the left. Now we got 0.0775. You can eliminate the symbol there. Of means multiply. Hey, let's do that. Let's multiply that decimal times the discounted amount. Get her done. All right, so you can see that setup is right here. 0.0775, that's 7.75% as a decimal, times the discounted price, $35,831.25. So I've set this up here because I'm going to show you how to manually multiply all of these values, but this is going to take some time. And I absolutely don't want to make these videos 20, 30, 10 minutes long. So stick around for part 56 video where I will be showing you manually how to multiply these values, and I will finish answering the stop and pause question on how to find the discount, how to find the tax, and how to find the total cost after tax. Math is easy. Take it step by step. Thank you for joining me. If I've helped you, please help me to help others. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Thank you for your time.